Hey TechPackers, if you've been following along, you'll know I'm a big fan of the Insta360 GO series, including the most recent, the Go 3. Well, there's been a firmware update, v1.2.15, that you should know about. And this has brought one cool feature from the Ace Pro, the newer flagship action camera model from Insta360, to the Go 3. So let's get into it. Firstly, the Go 3 now supports app background downloading. Ported over from the Ace Pro, this means you can just scroll around and look at other apps whilst you're downloading the videos or pictures that you've taken on your Go 3 in the background. Now that's a fantastic addition. The second update I want to tell you about is the enhanced audio performance in wind reduction mode. Now this is potentially really good, and it has a lot of potential for the Go 3 because you cannot connect an external mic to the Go 3. So let's give that a little test outside now because it's quite breezy out there. I'll test it first with the wind reduction off, and then I'll switch it on. Alright there friends, this is just with stereo mics on, and you can hear it's actually pretty windy out here. So let me just switch that over to wind reduction, and let's see how that does now. Okay, and this is now with the, oh, there's a nice gust, the new optimized wind reduction setting here with version 1.2.15 on the firmware. How's this performing? This is actually quite a lot windier than when I just had the stereo mics on. I'd be really interested to see how this sounds. The next big one I want to tell you about here is that there have been single button settings updates for quick capture. Now that can actually be quite confusing. Insta360 says that these have been optimized, but what does that mean? Well, it's kind of hard to tell after I did the update, but what I did record was what the screen says on the app for the updated Insta360 GO 3 and compared that to one using the older firmware. Take a look. Well, I couldn't really see much of a difference in the app, so let's check in camera. And yes, there's a much simpler settings option here in the new 1.2.15 firmware compared to 1.2.7. So that looks pretty good. What else? Insta360 also says they've optimized image quality for greater clarity and depth, routine bug fixes and user experience improvements, and they've also adjusted the tap to wake touchscreen feature so that you can now switch it on or off. Here's how you can use your Go 3 as a webcam. I'll see you there.